If you could be at the mountaintop, the place of the pinnacle of success in your field, whatever endeavors you're involved in, the place where you look back out across the valleys, across the hills, and you can see all the things that people are having to overcome and deal with on their way to the mountain itself, let alone getting to the top of the mountain. Would it be worth it? It's going to be another car talk. In this case, a Jeep talk, sitting in the Jeep. But first, I want to say thank you to all of you who have subscribed. We hit 1,000 subscribers over a period of time where I didn't even make a video for 2 weeks. And some of you might have noticed that. Some of you did notice that, and you hit me up on Instagram to make sure I was okay. I appreciate that. And yes, I am okay. We're good. My family, we went on a little mini vacation, and that was good. And I got back and was just playing whack-a-mole with issues. Like, as time went on, I was working 6-7 days a week. The family is expanding, growing. If you've been in this situation, then you know how it is. So we've been preparing, and I've been working a little extra. So that's the deal. That's why we haven't made a video in a couple weeks. But here I am. And yeah, if you're new here, welcome to the channel. And so, yeah, so I've been thinking about that deal with the mountaintop scenario. Obviously, that's a metaphor. I'm not a mountain climber. I like hiking, though. But yeah, so I see people kind of like doing the fast track to success thing, right? And there's a lot of different ways to look at this. When I was younger, and you can chime in on this if you want, were you the type of person who, if you went on a trip, a vacation to a new place, who looked out the window at everything, or just wanted to sleep until you got there? And are we there? Okay, I'll go back to sleep. Okay, this is I think this is more relevant than it seems on the surface, because this is life. Life is more of that trip, like the way to the vacation, than it is the actual vacation a lot of times, right? And so if you're not able to kind of appreciate and absorb that trip, I don't think you're going to really appreciate the actual destination when you get there. Kind of thinking about this because, like, I hit the 1,000 subscribers, and it was just, I've been working on this channel for a while, right? And we hit the 1,000 subscribers, and it was just like very little, no fanfare really. And to me, I mean, it was just like, oh, I got 1,000 subscribers now, right? Okay, but if I'd have had 1,000 months ago, I don't know that I would have been really prepared or in a position to do that, to deal with that. Hopefully this makes sense. And I remember when I had 140 subscribers, I did a video. It was the first video that I actually got on myself, and I was like, yeah, this is this channel is like an undervalued stock, so if you get in now, it's going places. And I guess that proved to be correct. And I'll say that we're at the very beginning right now still. But it got me kind of thinking, because I see people fast tracking their success on not only YouTube, but it's just everything, right? And they just kind of want to skip the trip and just get to the vacation. And I don't think life works that way. I think the back to the mountain analogy, life is full of those valleys and hills that you have to go through to even see the mountain, right? Like, to get to it, you see it in the distance, but in between you and that mountain, before you can even climb it, are valleys and hills. And I'll say this, the valleys, I've been to the mountains a lot on the West Coast and here, in the Smoky Mountains, and the valleys is where the flowers grow, man. That's some of the most beautiful sights that you see are in the valleys, right? And then you have the image of that mountain. It's very inspiring. It's daunting. You think you have to go up to there, and you can't stay at the mountaintop even when you get there. You can't live there. You know, at the higher you go, you start noticing there's not as many animals and stuff around here. Like, I don't know if this is a place where I could actually stay. I'd have to come down for water. I'd have to come down for food, right? So the journey is the awesome part of life, in my opinion. And I think it's important that we appreciate that. And so the channel here, you know, Driving Daily, obviously started and named after the fact that I drive every day for work and other things. I was always driving, so I was Driving Daily. And one of the things that I want to do is inspire people in different ways. But, you know, one of the things I drive these old cars, right? And I don't know if I'm considered a car YouTuber or not. There's a lot of different things that I do and talk about, but that's definitely a big component of this channel, and it's a big component of obviously the viewership. A lot of people are here for car stuff, but I don't have the awesome cars that a lot of people have. Like, I don't have a Mark IV Supra, you know. I'm not driving Ferraris and stuff like that, right? Just got the Civic and this, you know, this Jeep and the Pontiac, and some, they're kind of hoopties, like, a little bit, right? But so many people are like, yeah, I couldn't do, you know, a car channel or a car YouTube channel or be involved in the car scene because I don't really have a car right now. And I'm like, well, you know, sometimes you can get a car that you can have fun with for a couple $1,000s, right? You know, and you can use that car to get back and forth to work too. You can enjoy the drive, right? If it's a manual transmission and it's like remotely quick or even just light and nimble, like, I enjoy old slow cars, even, like, you know, just the drive. One reason is, for me, it's the freedom of the car, getting in the car and going and driving, right? So that's kind of part of what we do on this channel, is I want to impart that to people, because Instagram's got people all messed up. I'm not against Instagram. I have an Instagram, right? It's in the description. But, you know, like, people don't realize the money that goes into some of the builds that they see. It's a lot of money. That's great if you have it. I'm happy for people who do. And, you know, I intend on getting some better cars. I intend on building a drift car, things like that. I have a family. Family comes first. So if you're out there and you have a family, and, you know, family comes first. So you're not spending every single dime on your car, right, to keep up with the Instagram trends and whatnot. So, you know, my message is stay with that. Don't go broke for car culture. But if you have, like, it doesn't matter if you got like a little Honda Civic or even just like a Scion or something, right? If you enjoy that car and you enjoy driving it, embrace that. And you'll grow, you know, you'll get more as time goes on. You know, people tend to increase in wealth as time goes on, as they get older. So you'll probably have the opportunity to, you know, you can sell that car, trade it for something else, move up in vehicle as time goes on. And yeah, so I started this channel with the cars that I had. And the cool thing is about it, if you're here now and you were here in the beginning, you get to see where we go from here, right? Hopefully that's inspiring. It can take time. It's not something that happens overnight. But yeah, and I enjoy this Jeep. Is awesome. You know, all of the cars that we have on the channel were, you know, less than $1,500 when I bought them. So you can get into a vehicle, you can start, if you're young, you know, you can start learning to work on that vehicle and really spending time with it and creating kind of a relationship with automotive whatever, right? I'm not an expert mechanic, and I say it all the time. It's why we don't do just fix-it videos on this channel. You know, and I like doing these car talks. Let me know in the comments if you like the car talks, if you want me to keep doing this, because we could touch on a lot of different topics, and it doesn't just have to be cars. You know, there's a lot. We've touched on AI, we've touched on electric vehicles, you know, the street takeovers. So some of this stuff is adjacent. I have found that things in life are all connected. Like, if I just talk about cars, that's one thing, right? But everything is really connected, you know. All the things that happen in the world affect the way cars are made, for example. You know, the policies that I don't like to get into politics. you know, that I think that as far as I'll say something on politics, most of the time, because it's election season, I feel that we, you know, politicians are like, we can do this, we can do that, we're gonna make life better. I don't think politicians make life better. They complicate it, they mess it up most of the time, and then other politicians may come in and correct some of the things, but I think generally we vote for who we think is gonna mess up the least, right, in politics. So I don't think the answer to life's issues is in the political spectrum, right, like, or realm, whatever, what have you. So that's why I don't get into that too much. So, but it is all connected. Everything is connected in life. So being in shape, for example, if you want to run, go for a run every day or a walk every day. I walk every day, and some days I run, whatever. I do that to stay in shape, but that helps me work on cars. So they're connected, right? That helps me work every day and then still have energy to make YouTube videos. Everything is connected. I firmly believe that. So I don't want to stick just in the realm of like, I'm putting an alternator on my car, I'm changing the axle, oh, check this out, I got this, whatever. By the way, guys, there's cars that I haven't shown you, I've told you before, that we haven't even gotten into yet. And yeah, it's just a matter of kind of time. We'll get there. I look at YouTube as a long game. I look at this whole thing like life is a long game, you know? So would I be happy just being at the mountaintop? No, of course not. You know, the hills and the valleys, that's how you grow your strength in your legs, right? To even get to the point when you get to the base of the mountain that you can begin to climb it, right? If you haven't gone over the hills and through the valleys and had to cross maybe the rivers and other stuff, you're not going to be able to climb that mountain. And when you get up there, you know, you're not going to be able to stay there. It's not something you can just hold and cherish and just keep like for the rest of your life. You're going to learn something from it. You might have an epiphany, but then you're going to move on. You got another mountain to climb. You got something else you got to do in life. So that's how I feel about life, and that's how I feel about this YouTube channel. You know, we've gone definitely over some hills, some valleys. We're nowhere near the mountaintop, but I appreciate all of you who have stuck with me from the beginning, all of you who have jumped on board and subscribed, and you comment and all this different stuff. Do me a favor, if you're still watching and you like the car talks, let me know, and give me something to talk about. Maybe like throw out some ideas of some other stuff we can cover. Like I said, I'll keep it light on the politics, not big on that. The media and all the political pundits, they always hit these issues that are, I guess they call hot button issues or whatever, but they're the issues that polarize people. Well, when people are in a polarized state, they're easier to manipulate, you're off balance by definition when you're polarized, right? So if you stay in these polarized positions on these issues, we all have beliefs on those issues, and that's why they're polarizing. And if you stay in that polarized state, you can be taken off balance really easily because you're already off balance, right? You can be knocked down, you can be marketed to, and you're more susceptible to certain things, to anger, all the things that just kind of slow you down in real life, right? So we're more about like real life, so keep it into that. But give me some suggestions. We'll explore some different topics in the future here on the channel. I've also got some car stuff that I've got to do. I'll share some of it that I think is worth sharing. And the Civic's still down. I got to get the crankshaft pulley for it. Just haven't ordered it, but I'll order it here soon. It'll be here. It's only one bolt to replace that. That bolt can be fun though. So we'll do that. And the Pontiac's still running good, but it has a couple things that I'm going to do a video on coming shortly. So the ZJ that used to see the red Jeep in the background, that's supposed to be sold here soon, so that'll be gone. That's good. That means I'll be able to focus on the cars that I have, and I have like I said, more than what we've even seen yet. So there's a lot to come on this channel, and thank you to each and every single one of you who are here. As always, I appreciate you, And yeah, I think that's enough for the day. I'm out.